Are you struggling to sell your MSP services and grow your MSP business? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you the proven strategies. It's actually 7 steps that you need to master in order to close more deals. And I've never published this on YouTube before. So if you are a longtime listener, it's time to tune in extra. And if you're a new listener, you're getting it as it drops. How are you doing? My name is Harrison Barron from growth-generators.com. We help MSPs grow, whether that's sales training, marketing training, or even some business operations. Before I get into today's video, I do want to mention just one really quick thing, and that is our website. We've put a ton of work into our website, and I'd love to hear feedback from you guys. But if you head over to our website, some of the things that I want to point out to you guys, obviously we have our programs, but more importantly behind all of that is the resources, the blog, the free Discord that you could jump in, ask questions to the community. I pop in there and do some free trainings. Obviously, a link to our YouTube channel. But most importantly is if you could head over to the MSP Heroes podcast. It's ran by us, Growth Generators. You will see a lot of our videos, but also some secret stuff that only gets released on the podcast. So if you're working out, you're in the car for a long period of time, anything like that, I would truly appreciate it if you took the time, listened to a couple episodes, and if you enjoy it, hopefully a 5-star review, but only if we have earned it. So let's talk about selling more services, because truly, what MSP doesn't want to sell more services? It's probably the best part of the business, right? We make monthly recurring revenue, MRR, and in exchange, we get to get paid by our customers for providing truly amazing services to our customers. But before we even get into the actual sale, we need to take a step back. And if you've heard this part before, I apologize, but it's super important for the foundation. We have to make sure that we are going through and understanding who our clients are. Are they small businesses, law firms, healthcare providers? Now, I say this because I was just talking to a member of our community, and he was like, look, I went to go sell this. I knew they were, I know that they have to be HIPAA compliant. And I said, great. What do we actually know about them? Can we prep ourselves before we go into a meeting, before we, even in digital marketing, right? What can we do to prepare ourselves? Now, I do have a free buyer persona worksheet that you can go through and just create your dream customer in here. First name, last name, age range, their gender, their demographics, psychographics, behaviors. All of that good stuff is built into this so that way you can go through it. There's a whole second page if you'd like to grab it. It's under growth-generators.com/resources. That's usually floating right around the bottom of the screen here. But you could go through and grab that and fill it out for yourself. Now, truthfully, the MSPs that I've spoken to, the ones that have the most success, know who their buyer persona, their ideal client profile really is. But it's important to understand that because creating a clear and concise buyer persona allows us to do a couple things that is going to help us throughout the marketing and sales process. That's going to help us understand their pain points, their goals, and most importantly, where we come in, their IT challenges. Once we know that, we can move on to step number 2. Now, step 2 is we have to create a clear value proposition. It's focused on the outcome and not the features. We sell on the benefits because the benefits are kind of the outcome of what we do. And it's very hard to understand because we're like, oh, well, we don't just sell 24/7 monitoring. We sell peace of mind and fewer IT headaches. Those are the benefits for the person buying. It's really important to understand that. They don't care about the 24/7 monitoring. Yes, that's important, but that's the feature that they're getting. But what do they actually get? They get that peace of mind, the fewer IT headaches, the knowing that if somebody's working late and something happens, they don't need to be interrupted, or they can have that issue resolved by the next morning. This is what's truly, truly important when it comes to selling your MSP services. And this goes for in a sale, but also online. on your website where it's a 24/7 by 365 salesperson. It's very important to understand that because if we can convey that message to our dream customers, everything else becomes so much freaking easier for us across the board in its entirety because now the customer fully gets what we get to do for them and it becomes a much easier buying process, less friction, if you will. So keep that in mind as we continue through this process. And if you've liking this video so far, I would appreciate a quick like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Step 3, we have to build trust with prospects. Let me repeat that. We have to build trust with prospects. In many cases, if you don't take anything out of this video, the MSP that is going to close the deal, truthfully, is the MSP that cares the most. And the only way that we can show that we care is providing the highest level of trust. That is using testimonials, case studies, reviews, being personable, showing that they can like us, understanding what they're saying, active listening skills. All of these are huge. On top of that, providing a little bit of free stuff always sweetens the deal. Offering a free IT audit to show immediate value, a free IT checklist, cybersecurity checklist. If you have an industry that you're servicing, what kind of tool, resource, ebook that you could make that you could provide them and they would go, wow, that's really, really helpful. That is how you build trust with your prospects throughout the entire process. It's about adding that value and helping educate so that way we could show that we care more than any other MSP out there, truthfully. And if you really show that you care, you could almost fumble your way through everything else throughout the sales and marketing. Although I don't recommend that, but if you do show that you care, well, you can make a truly amazing impact on that client and win a ton of clients. Step number 4, we have to make sure we create irresistible service packages. Now, I talk a lot on this channel about having either 3 packages, good, better, best, basic, standard, premium, silver, platinum, or silver, gold, platinum, gold, platinum, platinum plus, whatever crazy name you want to come up with, right? But we have to make sure that we could create a package that is one, super easy for the customer to understand, but two, they could clearly see that's the one for me, right? There's usually one, right, that is like, hey, this is the thing to get a hold of. That is truly what you want to create. If you don't look at that and say, damn, that's a great package to offer, your package is probably not that great. I hate to say it, but it's true. We have to make sure that we create an irresistible offer. Even if you're one of those MSPs that only offers one package and it's in its entirety the best thing in the world, we have to make sure it is irresistible to our future clients to make them say, this has to be the MSP that I go with. Truthfully, because when an MSP is looking, they are looking. They're getting other quotes, they're talking to other people, they're talking to their friends, business partners, they're networking and asking around. All of these are important. But if you create a truly irresistible offer for your customers, it makes it so much easier. Now, number 5, you have to leverage, and I don't think I've ever said this before, a consultative selling approach. This is where asking great questions becomes super, super important. Ask questions about their challenges and offer tailored solutions. Don't forget those benefits, right? Here's a quick little question that you can ask. What is your biggest frustration with IT right now? How much downtime can your business afford? How much has your IT issues costed you? Not, is the sky blue? Do you like IT? Those are yes, no questions. Yeah, no, I don't like IT. Okay. Well, what about IT that you don't like? I just don't like it. Well, that doesn't give us any information, right? What are some of the biggest headaches in your system right now that you have to deal with on a day to day basis? This printer is the worst thing in the world. I wish Julie could just figure out how to export her PDF and drag it to the cloud for everybody else, but somebody has to walk. They're going to word vomit, and you're going to be like, perfect. You are telling me which package you belong in, and I can solve all of your problems with the benefits, right? That is truly a magnificent experience as you get through that process. As you speak to them more and more and more, and you leverage a consultative sale, you ask those super open ended questions where they could just word vomit, express their concerns, express their frustrations, tell you about the things that they hate when it comes to technology. You need to either write like a machine, record the audio. I love this stupid little device, the little plaid note. Truly, it's amazing. Or take notes, take a mental snapshot, voice record on your phone, something, because they are going to give you the juiciest details you can use when it's time to present an actual proposal when the time comes. Now, number six, and this is probably everyone's least favorite thing, learn how to handle objections like a pro. Seriously, you're always going to get objections. It's just how people are. They always want a deal. We have been trained as humans to always get a better deal. We go shopping, we look for the deals. We look online for the deals. We go to Newegg for the deals. Whatever it is that you are doing, people are used to looking for a deal. They are used to throwing up objections. Too expensive? Show the cost of not investing in your IT. Things like that. If you're not sure how to handle objections, one, subscribe to this channel for sure. Go find other videos that I talk about objections in. Two, get some serious training. We offer it in our MSP Heroes membership. There's an entire sales training, and we cover a massive section of objections. But if you still don't want to do that, find a friend and try to have them throw up objections, and you overcome them. The only way that you're going to get better with objections is being prepared and going in head first dealing with them. Make sure you're ready for them. And if they don't show up, great. And if they do show up, be ready. But you'd be crazy to think that they aren't going to show up throughout the actual sales process. Now, step number seven, the least, I shouldn't say the least, it is definitely the most important, but least thought about step in this entire thing. Follow up consistently. And this doesn't matter if it's sales or marketing, you need to follow up. If it's marketing, they download something consistently, send emails to stay top of mind, educate, build trust. If it's in an actual sale, statistically, 80% of sales are made after 5 follow-ups. Now you can get that number of 5 way, way, way lower by having a really, really good sales process, but I cannot tell you how many times people just let a deal walk out the door and then they don't follow up. It's insane to me, because truly, if you want to help the customer and you know that you can help the customer better than any other MSP out there, you are doing your customer a disservice by not following up with them consistently. I'm so serious about this. If you know that the golden nuggets are all the way at the end, and if this isn't the best golden nugget I haven't given away, I've given away some pretty darn good golden nuggets, but you need to follow up. Use your CRM. I love Go High Level. You could set it up where, hey, If they're in a follow-up stage, you get an email every 2 to 3 days to follow up, to follow up, to follow up, to follow up. But I promise you, you are not going to get the sale. You might have done everything right. You built the trust. You know who you're talking to. You knocked the sales meeting out of the park. You go deliver the proposal. You can't get past, even if you do get past the objection, they just are like, I'm not ready to sign right now. I just need time to think about it. It's just my process. Okay, fine. There are some objections that you kind of have to deal with. But truthfully, if you don't follow up, it shows that you don't want it. It shows that you're not hungry. And truth be told, it is the easiest system to build to remind you to say, hey, buddy, let's pick up the phone, make the call, follow up with them, send the email. It is so simple. And so many people do not follow up and they lose the deal. I hope that this video has helped you. I hope I have earned a like button. I hope I've earned a subscribe button. I hope I've earned a notification bell. Maybe you enjoyed this and you said, hey, I want to go check out the podcast, the MSP Heroes podcast. That would be amazing. Maybe you enjoy it and you give it 5 stars. Even better. I love the heck out of you. I want your MSP to be the #1 MSP in your area, for you to crush all of the sales, to crush all of the marketing that you possibly can. Best of luck in 2025 as we're still early on in this year. There's a lot of content to come, but I hope you implement these 7 steps to have a significantly better 2025, a significantly more profitable 2025. And I'll see you guys next time.